This is a sponsored video that contains products provided without charge by the manufacturer for demonstration purposes. All opinions are my own. The lighting is in. The plank ceiling is done. The drywall work is done and painted. The fireplace has been painted. The bathroom door has been moved. The concrete has been sealed. That can only mean one thing. It's time to lay the floor down here. Once upon a time, a boy met a girl working for a mouse. They fell in love and realized they'd never own their own home working for the mouse. So they packed up a big truck and moved to New Jersey, lived in a basement to save money for a year, and bought a foreclosure to fix up while they lived there. This is their story. This video was sponsored by Mannington and Thermosoft. Now this is the flooring that we're going to be putting down. This is a laminate flooring. It's called AduraMAX from Mannington. And it is completely waterproof and can be put directly on top of this concrete slab. But because we are in New Jersey and because this is a slab and it gets cold, we're going to be putting a Thermosoft underfloor heating, electric radiant underfloor heat underneath this. And before putting this down, the manufacturer recommends putting down a vapor barrier. So instead of doing plastic, we're using a liquid. And the liquid that we're using is this stuff. This is DryTac 7000. It's actually a two-part epoxy for use on concrete subfloors. Now, I'm sure they would want the concrete completely clean and like scraped and sanded and whatnot, you know, virgin concrete, but we don't have that luxury here. So I'm just gonna put this down and hope for the best. So this epoxy is in two parts. This is called DryTac MCS 7000. If you Google that, you can see where to buy it, because this is professional stuff. You can't get this at your home centers. So this is part B, and the big bucket is part A. You just pour part B into part A, and then it has to be mixed very quickly. I've only got a 25-minute open time. All right, part A is blue. And part B is yellow, and they say once it's thoroughly mixed, it is green. Now, the only other consideration is they say to use a mechanical power mixer. So this is just a cheap one put into my drill. And I'm gonna mix it really quickly and then pour it out on the floor where we're gonna spread it. And I have two of us with rollers working together. That way we can get it done quickly before this sets up on us. This is supposed to cover 300 to 350 square feet. All right, I would say that is thoroughly mixed. And it is green. It took us about 12.5 minutes.
Good.
Excellent.
I left the light on in the laundry room.
Oh, well. So it looked a little bit streaky when it was going down, like there were some dark blue spots and some lighter spots, and I thought I didn't mix it very well. But that's not the case. I guess it just cures separately, because once it's down, it's all a nice consistent color right now. And really, that was easier than I thought it would be. And they say you can lay the flooring after just 6 hours of this stuff being put down. So it sets up really quickly. Well, I mean, it's understandable because it's epoxy. Now this is what we're going to be using for the flooring. This is a vinyl plank by Mannington. This is called AduraMAX. You can see it there, 6x48 planks. This style is called Dockside, and the color is sand. Now we're going to be laying this on this concrete floor. So what we did is we sealed the floor with a vapor barrier, and we're going to be putting an underfloor heating here. This is a Thermosoft system. It's called WarmStep. This stuff is the thinnest electric underfloor heating you're ever going to find, and it's meant to be put down underneath hardwood or vinyl plank. So this is going to be a perfect solution down here because a slab gets really cold in the winter here in New Jersey. So we're going to be putting this underfloor heating, this WarmStep system, under all of the floors pretty much in the downstairs area here. You can see we are in the den right now, and I've got 4 3-foot by 18-foot rolls here. And so you can see these are the mats, and they are pre-wired. I unrolled one of them. They're 18 feet long. These are 240 volts. The other parts of the basement are going to be 120 volts, but this one was too big. We were going to make it 240 volts. So I ran a new circuit here for 240 volts coming from our circuit panel, and that's where the thermostat's going to be. And all the wires from these mats are going to connect into that junction box there. Now, Thermosoft was extremely helpful in reviewing this plan and making sure it made sense and that everything was going to provide good coverage.
So we got 163.
163 divided by 5.875 is 27 3/4. Okay, that's good. So we won't have much to trim off that side, but we will have something. So we can go with a full piece over here and work our way over. Good. Beautiful. All right, so what did we have? We had a full one here, right?
Yep.
Then we had a little, then we had a half, so we should go to like 3/4.
Yeah, so kind of match this one.
Yeah, so
Give or
we're
take.
keeping it random. All right, grab a piece.
So it's like this. So you cut off on this side.
Correct. And this thing has been a godsend. We use this thing all throughout the wood floor upstairs, and now it is great for laminate too. There you go.
Just like that.
Like a guillotine. First piece is the easiest. The next one, not so easy. It requires 2 of us. Wait a minute, I'm not in. I am not in. There it is, now it's in. And I know it's tipping like that, but once the weight of it is on it, it just holds it flat. And the baseboard will hold the corners down too, so. All right, we gotta go this way. So let's give a close-up on what this process is. Good.
How's it gonna be good on camera?
Because it's on camera.
We're not showing the real deal.
See, it took us, what, 2 hours to get good at it, right?
Give or take, yeah. can go ahead and lay this one if you want.
Yeah, okay.
You're not filming it.
I am. See, folks, this is the struggle. Sometimes they fit perfectly, and sometimes they don't. There we go. Perfect. Now it's good. All right, the thermostats come with a remote sensor that has to go down underneath the floor. So it's a good thing I thought about that now, but it's going to come down. This is the thermostat's going to be up on the wall up here, and I'm going to run this down into the in between cables here. But the only problem is it is a little bit thick, so I need to do a little bit of a notch into the floor just to lower the concrete a little bit. And what I did is I notched out the concrete a little bit, just enough for that to sit as low as the wire does, so it's good. And that little bit's not gonna matter, our vapor barrier is gonna be fine. All right, there we go. That's good.
Ow! That's sharp.
Oh, the edge?
Yep. Ow! Twice. Ow! I don't want to touch this anymore.
Are you injured?
Yes.
Look at the red hands.
Look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Both sides.
Sheesh.
Ow.
You should get workman's comp.
Yeah.
End of day one. We actually moved some furniture in from the garage. And there's a whole story here, but we needed to get space in the garage so that we could empty this side, which is what we're going to do tomorrow. Because what we need to do is put the rest of the sealer down on this side of the floor before we could put the rest of the flooring down. But we got it done into the bathroom and most of the laundry room. Now what we're going to do is move the washer and dryer. We'll do that tomorrow. Move them over here. Then we'll put the rest of the flooring in this room as much as we can. We can't do it underneath the hot water heater, but that's just the way it is. And then we're going to paint the walls in here too while we're at it. But yeah, a lot of work done today. We can potentially do some doors, do the trim. They're going to go in the morning to get some trim. Let's take a look in the garage. Now in here, of course, all the furniture's gone, thankfully. We still got a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's much better. So we can empty that bedroom and bring it in here, and that's the toilet. The toilet can get installed. The vanity can get installed. We can do some trim. Yep. Lots done, but still some to do. Next time, we'll finish covering that ugly concrete floor in the foyer and the bedroom, and we'll show how to do the wiring for the underfloor heating. So be sure to subscribe and watch the whole series of The Living Flip.